friends. Today we're going to talk about the scent from Yves Saint Laurent. It's called YSL Y EDP. Now I couldn't resist buying this because there's been so much hype about this scent. It's got very good reviews from a lot of people, and all the reviews claim this to be a mass appealing scent. So that's why what I did, I went and bought this scent. Let's see how the scent performs and the scent profile. And before I dive into it, this scent has been my scent of the day when I went to office today. So I sprayed it at around 10 a.m. and now it's past 6 p.m. So it's been close to, I would say, 8 hours. And it is, I can definitely feel it at least from my clothes. Looking at the presentation, lovely bottle. It's very nice. It's premium looking. It's got the Y symbol here. That's why they call it YSL Y. Yves Saint Laurent is printed over here. Nice. The bottle color is nice. It's got this very dark gradient over here, and the cap is also very good. Let's look now at the notes of this particular scent. Reading it off from Fragrantica. In the top notes we have apple, ginger, bergamot. In the middle notes there's sage, juniper berries, geranium. And the base notes we have amber wood, tonka beans, cedar, vetiver, and olibanum. Let's spray this and see what the top note smells like. Nice spray, I like it. It gives out a good blast. You don't have to double spray it. One spray is enough in a location. Now, right in the start, I can still I can get the smell. It's very fresh. It's, I would say, uplifting. You get a blast of green apple. Okay, so green apple is very prominent in the start. If you do not like apple or you're not a big fan of apple, then this scent, this opening may not appeal to you much. But there is definitely a nice note of apple in the top. And along with that, you also get a little bit of ginger as well. That's also detectable. And along with that, it's got a citrus, bluish fragrance kind of vibe. So very nice opening. I would say a mass pleasing opening. If you spray this, at least the top notes, it's going to grab some attention, and people are going to like this particular smell. It is kind of similar to the other blue fragrances. There are many blue fragrances out in the market. There's your Dior Sauvage, there's Versace Dylan Blue, Versace Pour Homme. What else? Your Nauticas. So there are many blue fragrances in the market, but I think it's kind of similar. The DNA is similar, but the twist here is that it's got this apple blast in the top, a fruity opening. That's the difference between the other scents and this. And also what happens is when it goes into the mids, it becomes slightly green as well. So it is a blue fragrance, but it's got that nuances of fruitiness and also a little bit of greens in the middle. Nice opening. Personally, I do not find this opening very appealing. Why? Because I'm not a fan of the apple note, right? So I am biased towards apple fragrances, and they don't appeal to me much. But I think, leave me aside, I think for the rest of the crowd and even yourself, I'm sure that this will definitely appeal. Now what happens is towards the end, I'd say after 3 hours, 4 hours, and even now in the dry down, you still get that green apple note that's still there. It's there throughout the fragrance journey. But what I'm also detecting is, a little bit of, the olibanum. It's very weird. It's a little bit balmy, and there is some woodiness to it. But definitely I'm getting that kind of a smoky olibanum, resinous kind of note, which is that I'm able to pick it up, which makes it dry down, a little bit more interesting. Overall, a very good scent. Very versatile. I would say the DNA here is a complement generating DNA. and I would say a job well done when you take blue scents. Now, when it comes to the performance of the scent, I think the performance of the scent is fabulous. For the first 2 hours, you're going to project really loudly. If you go 6 sprays on yourself and you go to any setting, it's going to project. It's very airy for the first 1 hour at least. It's going to project in a 3 to 4 feet radius, and maybe after 1 hour it starts coming closer, but still it's very perceivable by the other people. It's going to maintain that radius of 2 feet around you for around 3 to 4 hours, and then after that it starts sitting closer to your body. When I wore this once, I had been to an outing recently, and I wore this in the evening after a shower, and everybody could pick it up after I wore it. It was in an outdoor place. People were sitting around, I would say, 4 feet or 5 feet away from me, but it was windy, so they could easily detect this particular scent. So projection wise, I would say definitely very, very good, and even the sillage is also very, very good. When it comes to longevity, I feel it's also doing a very good job. Like I said earlier, I wore this in the morning at around 10 a.m. It's close to 8+ hours, and I'm still able to detect the scent very clearly from my clothes. Till about 1 hour back, it was still very detectable from my skin as well, but it was not pushing out too loud. Longevity is very good on your clothes. I feel this will carry on at least for 12 to 14 hours on your clothes. It might even last the next day. On skin, I'm getting around 6 to 8 hours. That way I feel. Longevity also, I think for a blue fragrance, it's very, very good. Now, when it comes to occasions to wear in the age groups, I feel this is a very versatile scent. So I worn it today in Bangalore where the weather is cool. It's around 25 degrees Celsius. It's not humid, and I felt that it actually suited the weather. But I also feel that if it's a little bit more warm, it's sunny, and it's exposed to heat, it's going to bounce off the skin a little bit more. Having said that, I feel it's a versatile scent. It can be a very blind reach whenever you're in a confusion and you do not know what to wear, but you want to wear something that can please everyone. I think you can definitely reach out for YSL, and it's not going to disappoint. And that way, a very versatile scent. You can wear it to the office. You can wear it casually. It's very, very good that way. When it comes to age groups, I would say around from the 20s to the early 40s. I think it will suit people very well. It is a masculine scent. It is mass appealing, but after I think once you get too mature, then this kind of a DNA might not interest you much and may not appeal to you much. But if you're still, I think people in their 30s, will love this a lot. Now, is this a blind buy? I am not sure, because it is a very mass appealing scent. You will not go wrong by buying this. It's going to appeal to a lot of people. People are going to like the smell, but it's a little bit expensive. I picked this up for close to 100 US dollars. I think around 7,000 rupees or so, which is, I feel, a little bit steep for a blue scent. Its DNA is not exactly out of the box. It's still a little bit generic for me. So blind buy, I'm not very sure. And if you do not like the note of apple, then I would say advise probably do a sample and then decide whether you want to go for it. Do let me know what you think about this particular fragrance. Drop in a comment. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.